today is the 1060th day of the uninterrupted daily webinar of International Forum for Promoting Homeopathy. And today we are going to discuss a very serious matter going to affect homeopathy at large. A public interest litigation filed by a physician hepatologist from Kerala, Dr. Ebi Syriac, against arsenic al 30, who he is claiming poisonous. And Ayush Ministry, along with Kerala government, distributed it in masses, including children. And he is saying that this self-styled scientist is saying that it's going to affect them. And today we are going to have a discussion on that. And the discussion is going to be steered by our Vice President, International Forum for Promoting Homeopathy, Dr. Shaji Kudiyat, a leader at various homeopathic organizations and having more than 30 years of experience in clinical practice. And topic of discussion is discussion on the pending case against homeopathy in Supreme Court of India. Let me welcome Dr. Shaji Varghese Kudiyat.
Thank you. Thank you. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
So it is very important that we all are proud that India leads the homeopathy in the world. So the forces that are trying to destroy homeopathy, targeting homeopathy in India, especially homeopathy in Kerala, which we can say at present is one of the hub of homeopathy in India also. So in effect, Kerala is also the hub of homeopathy in the world. So the international community and the people who are trying to dominate the world for various exploitative purposes and wants to hinder or stop or neutralize homeopathy from becoming beneficial to humanity are trying their best. So in various countries, they are applying various tactics. I am understanding that similar obstructive measures are applied in different countries, including Brazil and Colombia. I am trying to reach out the people from there to come and speak their problems in our forum in coming days of our discussions. We are planning to conduct a series of discussions in this matter. Why we are bringing this to the attention of our international, national and Kerala audience is because the court has issued an interim order telling the state and the central Ayush ministries and concerned departments to produce an affidavit within 6 weeks of time. If we don't produce an appropriate affidavit countering their arguments, there is possibilities that there will be a court order issued in favor of the petitioners, which we need to appeal. And if we fail in our appeal, that order become permanent. And there is every possibilities that, because in this petition, as I understand, as a prayer, they are requesting not only arsenic album, but any other homeopathy to stop the government from distributing any homeopathic medicine to the public at large. So if this is granted, technically, even though we are qualified and competent, it will become a hindrance for homeopathy to exist and practice in India. So they are applying various tactics. We know that there are some public health bills produced in Kerala that is creating a lot of trouble. And that is also forcing almost 47 diseases are named as notifiable diseases. If that law which is not yet signed by the governor of Kerala, if ever it will be signed, because we approached the governor, even though it was technically passed without any discussion in the Assembly of Kerala, for sign. They send it they send it for signing by the governor. Then only governor of Kerala. Then only it will become the law. So we approach IOPH and some other associations approached the governor of Kerala and requested him not to sign it because of the very severe, inhuman and discriminatory clauses associated with that. Those forces are so powerful, they are able to manipulate the governments, local, national, not only in India, anywhere in the world. So that is another reason why International Forum for Promoting Homeopathy is formed also at the time of pandemic, understanding all these possibilities so that we will become awakened, we will become collectively united across the world, so that we will be able to collectively able to oppose and bring to the awareness of the public at large around the world, so that we will gain the public support for homeopathy. We are not opposing any other system of medicine. So we also should given a space so that if there is some worthiness and potentials or possibilities exist with the homeopathy, that should become beneficial to mankind today, tomorrow, and forever. So we are not obstructing anybody. But the forces who control the world are trying to oppress others and other possibilities. That is a human perspective of that. So the public health bill is pending. Now that is uncertain for them also, because the governor of Kerala is remaining very strongly pro-human. So that is a good side for us so far. So they filed a case in the Supreme Court of Kerala by inciting Article 32. Article 32 of Indian Constitution that states that every citizen of India has been given the right to seek constitutional remedy from Supreme Court if they have been deprived of their fundamental rights. Actually, we are supposed to file that when we were deprived so many times. But incidentally, now they file this petition based on that. But we didn't deprive anybody's fundamental right. So I think if we counter it, the victory is ours. But we need to counter it. And we cannot leave it without taking proper measures. Because filing a case and countering it in Supreme Court of India is hugely expensive. That is another factor. That's why instead of filing it in Kerala High Court, they directly went and filed in Supreme Court, because they have the money might. They have media might. Simultaneously, they created private journalists, and they are producing videos and different channels. They are showing that in the media, they are already started showing homeopathic arsenic album is capable of producing cancer and huge side effects. Such and such stories they are narrating. So even though homeopathy is well popularized in Kerala, such stories will not work in Kerala. But in many other parts of India, it may work. And in many other parts of the world, definitely it will work, because homeopathy is very limited, popular in many countries across the world. So we have a huge responsibility lying in front of us. So this discussion is a very serious matter to be genuinely concerned with all those who are interested with the homeopathy around the world, especially in India and more particularly in Kerala. So they are saying that arsenic album, which is distributed among the students of Kerala, should not be allowed based on the Article 14 and 15. They filed the case based on Article 32, where they are claiming they are deprived of fundamental rights. And Article 14 and 15, they are inciting to stop the distribution of homeopathic medicine, arsenic album as preventive. Again, they are praying, not only that, every homeopathic medicine should be stopped. There are, I will read their main prayers. That number one prayer is, declaring homeopathic medicine protocols and preventive medicine for COVID-19 arsenic album 30 are in violation of Article 14 and 21. Article 14 states that no person shall be deprived of his life or liberty except according to procedures established by law, nor shall any person be denied equally before the law or equal protection of the law within the territory of India. So there is no violation actually, but they are claiming they are violated. We never given this arsenic album forcefully to anybody. And incidentally, our Department of Homeopathy in Kerala, only with informed consent, only they distributed. They are free to choose anything, but only with informed consent only we distributed very strictly. And Article 21 again says protection of life and personal liberty. No person shall be deprived of his life or personal liberty except according to the procedures established by law. So homeopathy is a procedure established by the law in India. So there was no violation. But it is important that we should defend it by becoming party to it, because they are asking now, the government is asking to bring affidavit from the government perspective, government side, from the Central Ayush Ministry and the Kerala State Homeopathy Department. Kerala Homeopathy Department is planning to, in my understanding, to give an affidavit stating that we distributed it based on the guidelines provided by the Ministry of Ayush. And the Ministry of Ayush also thinking of providing and giving affidavit. Certain other things we have to be careful in this matter, because these forces are so powerful, they can influence and they can neutralize the government if we people who want homeopathy are also equally become party to the case and willing to appear to in the court and produce our arguments. We know that arsenic album 30 had produced in our CCRH research 99.3% effectiveness. But that research report was not allowed to publish for a long period of time when we are highly in need of it, by which we will be hindered or inhibited from showing the effectiveness of arsenic album when the media and the public are asking for it, because they are questioning us. But incidentally, there is no complete study done in any of the COVID vaccines, which nobody is questioning. No government agency ever approved, other than emergency use authorization, any of the COVID vaccines, which is already distributing and forcefully applying without even informed consent across the world, only with emergency use authorization. Such inhuman activity are going on. They are depriving the fundamental rights of all the articles mentioned here, but we are not questioning because of the financial constraint to great extent, because to going and filing a case in Supreme Court of India is a hugely expensive matter. And some individuals filed personal petitions, they were immediately rejected because Supreme Court didn't consider in the initial times that much worthiness. So everybody are after vaccination. But now the consequences of vaccinations are very clear. So they are trying to put the same articles that we are supposed to bring to the attention of the Supreme Court, and they are trying to hinder if we don't defend ourselves. So these are my basic fundamental introductory factors, and if the case is filed by 4 persons, one is an allopathy doctor who is the son of a a very suspicious and maligned person regarding liver transplant, and there are many anomalies existing with the human organ transplant problems in Kerala. And another person is a homeopathy doctor himself who failed in his practice and now associating with those enemies of homeopathy. And other two persons who are rationalists, who believe only in material philosophy, not in holistic science. They are also joining force with them. And they filed the case against the Government of India, Ministry of Ayush, and the Department of Homeopathy and the Government of Kerala for inhibiting distribution of homeopathic medicine, Arsenicum alba. They are particularly targeting homeopathy is the important thing we people need to understand. So these are my introductory remarks. So now we wish to have the opinions of others. So day after tomorrow, we are calling for the steering committee of International Forum for Promoting Homeopathy for taking appropriate measures for deciding how to move forward. We need to gather huge money for backing our joining the petitioner to as a party of the case. And so many things are to be done. So we need a collective action and movement in India, in Kerala, and we need the support of the international homeopathy supporters so that we will be collectively moving not only in India, in every country where such a discriminations and fabricated cases are filed to suppress and oppress homeopathy. We need to stand united internationally, nationally, and locally. This is my initial remarks. So I wish to hear from all others who are attending this forum so that we will be enlightened from your perspectives also. Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you, Dr. Shaggy Ogis Kudiat, for starting the discussion. And we are very sure that it's all backed by giant farmers. It will be easy for them to move like this because the funding and to hire an advocate for this litigation to be carried on in a Supreme Court, it will be very easy for them. And it's a wonder also, till this date, they were claiming that homeopathy is just placebo medicine. And we all know that a medicine labeled in as a 30th potency or leaving the term mark of about 10th potency itself, no parent molecule will be there. And that was a stumbling block till now. And always they were making a lot of allegations regarding this, saying that there is no medicine in it. And now, all of a sudden, they are finding molecules of arsenic in arsenic Al-30. And I think this claim will make them to have awarded a Nobel or something like that to find such a thing in it. But the thing is, it's not wise and wait like this because these are all very heinous things which they will do by going like this. And I welcome all of the members here, joined here to raise their concerns, their opinions, what to do next. You can speak, you can hand raise and we can together make some decisions. Dr. Amir Nasir Malik is here. Doctor, please.
Hello.
You are muted, doctor.
Okay. Greetings, sir. Honorable sir, Dr. Shagir, welcome. God bless you, sir, for your nice details. I have listened a little bit, but my kind request, kindly, if just in one sentence, if may you repeat the concern, the COVID vaccine details and all, because our group is working as an anti-vaccination group, and I am thankful for this. Second thing, my 2 days before, I have applied for the DRAP 7 form to have my medicine in the market. I have found, sir, two conspiracies against Homeopathic Association. Once the allopaths, they want to control and rule us against our pharmacopoeia. And what is that? They stop the production of number of medicines by saying these words that these are poisons. My concern to them is that reply that these poison is life in homeopathic. This is homeopathy. So how could you get that objection on our medicines that arsenic is poison, potassium cyanide is poison? You cannot produce these medicines. They also stop the nozodes production by saying this, that you don't have evidence that this is the sputum of the cancer patient, how old it was, the virus is still active or not. So you have to stop the nozodes production. Third is, sir, DAP is concerned about our prices. My request to our Honorable IFPH Association, sir, that the prices of homeopathic medicines is high. Why it's framed as a cheap medicine? Our medicines are not cheap. If our few medicines are in low cost, it is just due to the blessing of the way we produce with the help of alcohol. But now I have to say, for Moschus mother tincture, it is 48,000 rupees for 10 ml. Why it was not highlighted to these associations, the Drug Control Authority, DRAP, that we have high cost medicines. We have to sell medicines in 3,000 rupees, in 5,000 rupees, in 10,000 rupees. They have objection that you use 2 ml of 40,000 rupee medicine. You cannot make the price 2,000 or 3,000. You have to make the price in between 500 and 300 rupees. I believe this way of blackmailing to homeopaths is by the DRAP. They are not allowed to do so. So my request also for the COVID vaccination, that I don't know what is the next step to do. But sir, kindly give us details, a point of action where we should stand universally in the world on one agenda for the vaccination, for the homeopathic medicines, rights and prices, and the drug authority, that allopaths cannot rule us, sir. They cannot deny our rights, sir. And I'm very much frustrated the day I have a lecture because I have a lot of 4 or 5 hours fights with them, and at side I will call the lawyer, and you sue you all persons of DRAP, that you are securing us by the unfair means, politically and forcefully. You are allowing us, you have to follow these rules. Why our pharmacopoeia follows your rules without any medical evidence, without any pharmacopoeia? So I am very much, sir, frustrated, and my request that universally we should get together and get more strong regarding our rules and rights, sir. So anything else, sir, please, you may share us, guide us an agenda. Worldwide, we have to visit the courts and international on level, and we have to fight for our rights, sir. We should continue this, sir. So, sir, thank you. But I think so, my feelings are, my heart is full of grief. Why we are crushing again and again since 270 years ago. Our father of homeopathic medicine was an allopathic doctor. So what's your problems, the allopaths? You want to rule us? No, we are working for humanity. We don't want the politics. We don't want the rules. We don't want the power. We just need our rights and justification for humanity, which your medicine system don't have. And you are not accepting this. You want to blame homeopaths for what? We are preparing poison. You cannot give medicine to dengue patient. You cannot give medicine to COVID person. Why? Your conspiracies clash and will be end after the homeopathic science, due to homeopathic science, due to homeopathic doctors. So I am thankful we can share our emotions here, the bad feelings. I'm really very much disheartened, and I pray for our rights. And God bless you all, sir, and God bless you, IFPH. I always appreciate and proud to be a member of IFPH, universally, globally, whatever we are working, sir. God bless you all, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Amir Malik, and let me welcome Dr. Dhanish.
Thank you, Dr. Bindiraj. And good evening, doctors. It's really a very good atmosphere to fight against this kind of allegations coming from other part of the systems, particularly the why these people are targeting homeopathy. That is the biggest challenge, because homeopathy is the second largest system practicing all over the world, and that too within a span of just 250 years. Nobody can believe that this within the short span homeopathy can grow like this. And if the growth rate is like this, then what will be the condition just within 25 years back, years after? So that is the reason why the people are targeting homeopathy to demolish homeopathy. As we know that Kerala is a place where more than 50,000 doctors are practicing. Out of them, nearly 10,000 doctors are having very good practice. And day by day, the number of patients increasing at their clinic. And this is a thing that everybody is looking at. And if this kind of thing grows, definitely they will have to they will be the sufferer. And why this kind of research is going on? They are targeting homeopathy to spoil the scope of homeopathy, because people are having most of the doctors are well qualified in homeopathy. So each and every doctor is simply teaching every patient what to do with the homeopathic medicine and what is the basic difference between homeopathic medicine and allopathic medicine. So this may be the reason why they are afraid of us. And this kind of fear may be the reason why they are producing such kind of researches. We have our own system from the government side, the I systems, which really works very hard. They are publishing lot of research papers, but nobody is looking at them. So it is a high time to show the world that the research was published by our National Research Institute, as well as the Central Research Institute, is something great. People will now come to this is an opportunity. I must say that this is an opportunity for us, because we can show these evidences in front of the Supreme Court, and naturally all these evidences will come to the public also, because nowadays no public know that homeopathy has a research facility, and it has a well defined system of government machinery doing such things. But as far as allopathic people are concerned, they are doing this work, ICMR, but they are not doing direct research. Instead of that, they are giving a research scope to different personalities or different pharma companies. They are producing their finding and publishing it. But as far as homeopathy is concerned, it is not like that. Not even a single homeopathy is doing like that. But instead, we can also make research and we can publish it. But as far as most of the homeopathic doctors are concerned, we are not doing such a research work. But very recently, our research director, Director General, informed us that each and every homeopathic doctor can upload our results into their website, so that all people all over the world will see what is happening with the homeopathy in India. So this is the reason why the allopathic fraternity is doing all these kind of things. They are targeting us, just like what they did in USA some years back. But naturally, but India is a different country, because we have different systems here. Most of the North Indian people are depending homeopathy or eye systems for their primary illness. And this is the basic difference between other part of the world and India. So naturally, Supreme Court will give a verdict in favor of us if we are able to produce all those things in front of them. Definitely our it is the responsibility of both governments to publish all these things, and both government to make the very good advocate, just like special prosecutors, special advocate generals, like for dealing such cases. If they do like that, definitely we will be winner. But we can't expect all these things from every government. But sometimes government appointment some personality, but the person who is having very good faith in homeopathy is appearing for us, definitely he will come up with a good result. And if a person who is doing this business is not a well-known person for homeopathy, we may suffer. So it is high time for us to bring out one of the best advocate to file our case, or we have to join in that case with somebody like Advocate Prashant Bhushan or so. So
Yes,
this
sir.
is
We
what
will come back to you, sir, soon.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
yeah, we need to have a discussion also on this, and I think Dr. Parit Bhavkhan is also waiting to add more. Sir, please.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Good evening, Dr. Shaji Gadir.
Thank
You have
you.
made an excellent presentation as an introduction to this particular problem. I firmly think that their complaints with the support of the this pharma lobby are, I would call it as ridiculous to the core. We had to have a detailed discussion with the legal experts before moving further on this matter. To my limited legal knowledge, I think there is enough scope for anyone to move against this lobby for overprescribing these antibiotics. Most of the antibiotics are prohibited in other countries. There is any scope. There is every scope for us to move against this lobby for prescribing this so-called antibiotics. I firmly believe that I am very optimistic about the outcome of this particular case, that we will come up successfully, and it will be that will give us a motivation, and there is no question of failing in this aspect. That is what I think. All the best. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We are with us, Mr. Ahmad Hassan. Sir, please.
Good evening to all, sir. Sir, this case is more technical. Definitely we need very honorable leaders, but the more support from our IFPS side for the research base, as last 2 weeks before, Dr. Girish Gupta from Lucknow given some experimental that this the efficiency of this medicine is not interfered by the allopathic antifungal medicines like this. And since our honorable Dr. Serigo Castilla and so many our global participants are there, so they can also provide some technical research, as our Dr. Prabhak Rao sir always telling about quantum entanglement and nanotechnology. So I think there should be very good support of technical also with the legal. I hope so that, and inshallah I also pray and I hope that our battle, or you can say our this legal will be winner, inshallah ta'ala, because truth is truth, inshallah ta'ala. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. And over to Dr. Shaji Kudiyat for the remarks.
Yeah, so Dr. Sergio, you wish to make some comments, please? Yeah, please.
I speak bad English, but in this case, we take how, by example, the film The Sound of Freedom. This film is out of the film circuit
Okay.
in the great studies of films in USA. But in one day, win to Indiana Jones. We are fight with there are persons who have negative vision of homeopathy. We are fight.
Sure. We will definitely, I assure everybody that we will not abandon homeopathy and we will fight with every possible way till we get the victory is the only thing I can assure you. Dr. A.K. Gupta, please.
Yeah, good evening. It's a really matter of, very, very deep concern for all the homeopathy and homeopathic fraternity all around the world, that what is been happening. I think the allopaths, they have made a lobby and they've got a sinister design to malign homeopathy for one reason or the other. And when they are finding that homeopathy is gaining popularity day by day, and it has been seen effective in routine cases, and not only that, but even some so-called untreatable and curable disease by them are being taken care of by homeopaths. So this is the fear which they are reasoning to such kind of a thing, which is really very, very malicious. As far as the part is concerned about the, arsenic album, which they have taken it, then mortally deadly poison and all that, without realizing that homeopathy has a medicine called Kali cyanatum also, which is being prepared from potassium cyanide, a deadliest poison which they have not even tasted. So if the homeopathic medicine which is being prepared from Kali cyanide, potassium cyanide, and it is being used for very good, effectively in the cases of cancers of the tongue. So why cannot they see the efficacy of the medicine if it is not having any thing in substance in that, but it has got the energy level, that's a dynamic level, which this is what is the basic phenomena which they need to understand, and we have to, this is the most unfortunate part is that we are just following their footsteps, whatever they have been saying, like ICMR and all that. According to them, we have to do the research, which certainly should not be, because the very methodology of homeopathy, which is on individualistic base, that is the basic crux. Until unless you do the prescription on the individualization, homeopathy principles, and the methodology they adopt by taking one medicine and giving to everyone. If the patient of arsenic is not there, certainly he or she is not going to be treated or improved by arsenic. So that does not mean arsenic is not effective in asthma or other cases. So this is the one thing where we have to, really work hard. And as far as the litigation part is concerned, definitely, I think Dr. Abby Phillips, who has been the brain behind, and we have found out from, in the Kerala chapter only, that his father has been involved in transplant problem, issues with lots of, things. So there is a definitely this, they seem to be habituated offenders of the law. So they are taking, to keep themselves in limelight, or to, shrug off their fear and dismay of the upbringing of homeopathy, becoming malign, and to root it out completely, as they have been able to do in Europe and other parts of the world. But certainly in India, which itself is hub of homeopathy, is not only in teaching, in research and in clinical practice. Also, the widest number of homeopathic doctors are there in India, as all around the world. No country has that many number of homeopathic doctors. But the very part of what you call legal, this the situation which has come of Supreme Court.
Dr. Gupta, you are not audible. So I invite Dr. Ravish. Dr. Ravish, you can unmute and speak.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Sir, my personal suggestion is to we have to take necessary steps or actions at the earliest.
Just a minute, Dr. Gupta, you are not audible. That's why I transferred the talk to. I invited Dr. Ravish to come in. So please be there. Dr. Ravish, please continue.
Yeah, sir. So my suggestion is to form a core committee who have immense knowledge in, especially in the research activities, like research heads in those who are working in private colleges and not private colleges, no, in homeopathy colleges and all, lawyers and our well-wishers. And we have to immediately form a committee, and we have to select a good lawyer. And the most important thing is funding is the main issue. So we should have a campaign all over India for the financial aid, especially from colleges. Even we should incorporate the students also. So we should react, or we should organize these formalities as the earliest. That is my suggestion. I will be with IFPH for all sort of activities. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Ravish, and we invite others also to give their opinions. Dr. Abraham Vaidyan, please, if you have something to say, please raise your hand. We are happy that you are joined us. I learned that you are a little sickly in earlier days, and thank you for joining us and happy to see you. Dr. Nudan Sharma, you have something to say? Dr. Nudan?
Yes, good evening, everyone.
Yeah.
This is very, very sad that I agree with Dr. Bindu Raj that at one point they call us our medicines placebo, and on the other side they are calling it poison. So they don't know actually this is at dynamic level. They are rubbish, totally ridiculed. As far as this rejoinder, counter is concerned, we Ayush department will file, but we all homeopaths, as far as fundraising is concerned, we all are together. And from my side, from my North India, UP, MP, Rajasthan, I will collect the fund and provide to one platform so that we can file a valid counter against this. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Nudan Sharma. Anybody wish to express their opinion? I request all of you to go through the draft of the petition we have distributed among our groups and personally through our broadcast group. And if you have any lawyers known to you, show them, ask them to study the matter and give their opinion, so then share with us. So we are looking for lawyers. We are in need for planning to form a legal team for us to assist us. We are looking for some prominent lawyers to appear before the Supreme Court of India representing us. So everyone who take interest, please take a printout of the petition and get opinions from all concerned who are interested with the homeopathy and give their legal opinions. And those who are researchers, please join us, and those researchers who are aware about homeopathy researchers, and request everybody to bring such a people who can associate and assist us in this process, not only in India but internationally. Not only in India but in internationally. We need to form a team so that we can call them as expert members to come to the Supreme Court of India to bring this to fight for us. So the important prayers they made are declare homeopathic prophylactic medicine, immune booster medicine for COVID-19 arsenic album in violation of Article 14 and 21, set aside the order of respondent number, that is Government of Kerala 3 dated 18/11/2021 to distribute the homeopathy prophylactic to the students in the schools of Kerala. Then to prohibit administration of arsenic alb 30 or any other homeopathic medicine in any manner to anyone. That is very important. That is one of their prayer. So that seeks a total ban of homeopathy in effect if they want. So it is a must that we should defend. And they're actually the clauses they used to file are actually not sufficient. There is no constitutional obstruction of anybody from taking anything in India. They are only obstructing us. So it is supposed to be filed by us homeopathic doctors and homeopathy lovers, but they filed it, and they are as if they are pretending innocence, and we need to defend ourselves. Then to asking COVID task force to give opinion on efficacy of arsenic album. See, that COVID task force is made up of allopathic doctors and allopathy supporters. None of the homeopathy doctors are there. So they are requesting COVID task force members to give opinion on arsenic album efficacy. What is the idea they are bringing to the Supreme Court? None of the homeopathy doctors are included there. So these are the things, and then till disposal of this petition, to direct the government to refrain from administering arsenic alb as immune booster to anyone. This case was filed in 2021. So this was not happened, that none of this was granted so far. So they are telling to issue an interim order for inhibiting the distribution of arsenic alb that the court didn't give. Then other interim orders and orders upon such prayers. And also they are requesting for the cost of the petition from the government, and such other orders deemed necessary. So these are the prayers they made. So it is well clear that they are not only trying to inhibit arsenic alb as a preventive medicine, but any homeopathic medicine being given to anybody in India, they are praying for. So definitely it is a matter of defending ourselves and protecting our rights with all the constitutional articles they are referring. We can refer the same. So definitely we will seek the opinion of very prominent lawyers, and including former justices and others in this matter, all the people associated and interested in the welfare of humanity, and those who understand the potentials of homeopathy. I'm sure they will join us, and we will find the best lawyer possible also. We need your support, Dr. Rajan, please. Yeah, please, Dr. Rajan. Yeah. Please, Doctor. Dr. Rajan, you can unmute and speak if you are interested to speak. Dr. K.K. Rajan, are you listening? I saw you have raised your hand. Are you interested to talk now, or you are just touching the screen of the mobile? No response. Okay. Dr. Amir Malik again. Dr. Amir, please make your speech short. We are already concluding our time, reaching our end time. Dr. Amir, make it very short, make it very precise.
Thank you very much, Honorable Sir. Sir, my kindly one request. The petition you will go for in the court, please make one copy international level, that the whole homeopaths from the world, they also have signed that petition, and they also try to submit in their courts, and that law should be universal, which was passed by from the court of Kerala. I believe, sir, because for the rights of homeopathic and the research of homeopathic is doing in Kerala in India, it's the motherland of homeopathic. Here in our country, sir, no research center. So there's a lot of problems, sir. So my request is only this, sir, kindly make 2 copies, one for national and one for international, that all members of IPH and the other doctors of our countries must sign that petition, and they go for the lawyer. I will go definitely for that. I will took that copy and I will go to courts and will want to the that approval in the same way as, sir, yours approval get from the Kerala court. So my request is also for the rights of homeopathic doctors and physicians, and the securing of our rights from the allopaths. We should, sir, stand, because if we not stand today, the tomorrow will be not for us. It will be again for the allopath mafia. So my request is only that, sir, kindly
Definitely,
give.
definitely. Definitely. What happened to homeopathy in 1910 through the Flexner report, a one-man committee report that turned the homeopathy down legally in US. We will not allow such things to happen this time in this time of the world. So we all are here. We all need to stand united with every way possible, so that the rights of everybody, every system of medicine, including homeopathy, will be protected, so that humanity will be served accordingly. So I will not elaborate now. In the coming days, more discussions will be coming. This is just a curtain raiser discussion in this matter, because we need some urgent action. Day after tomorrow, steering committee of IOPH will be holding its meeting. So before that, we need to gather some common opinions from others. At the same time, we need to bring this to the awareness of everybody associated with IOPH and homeopathy internationally, nationally, and locally. This is the intention of this discussion today. Hope that in coming days, this issue will be more discussed in more detail. This is only an initial introduction and discussion. So we will be able to see more discussion in coming days. Over to Dr. Binduraj.
Thank you, sir. And it's very great, very happy to hear all from you. And I'm very happy because in the past, I was alone. 3-4 years ago, if this was happening, I will be sad in my clinic, sitting here. I was able to see a lot of cases: hepatic, neurological, orthopedic, oncological, pediatric and geriatrics, needing surgery. Patients walking from every walk of life, walking with crutches, mutilated bodies, with the harsh treatment which allopathy is giving them, having no other choice, don't know about homeopathy or any other holistic approaches. They're coming from all walks of life. And this was the time when I was alone, and now I have a group, and it is international. An international forum for promoting homeopathy is giving me also, and all of us united, and this will together will be a movement. And when a system is sitting atop chemical warfare, and when Dr. Samuel Hahnemann found this system on that time, it was very bad type of treatment, harsh treatment going on that time. And now also, it's very sorry to say that even the statin industry was $40 billion the previous year. And this $40 billion is not being taken away from these pharma giants. Only for that pharma giants, it's not going. It's being widely distributed to doctors, allopaths. And this is the fundamental thing, this business, they need to do all these type of things, and together we will fight for this cause. And I am very happy. Dr. Shaji Varghese Kudiyat is saying that in the coming days, we'll be going with further discussions, and it's time to conclude. Any more to add or something to say? Or else I am just welcoming Dr. Shaji Varghese Kudiyat itself to say the word of thanks.
Thank you. Thank you all those joined, especially from international scenario, Dr. Sergio who speak, and Dr. Ahmad Hassan. Thank you from Saudi Arabia, Dr. Amir Malik from Pakistan, and all those who joined in our discussions, Dr. A.K. Gupta from Delhi, Dr. Nudan Sharma from Lucknow, Dr. Danesh, Dr. Ravish, and all those who joined today, Dr. Mr. Parid Babakan sir, and all those who joined and attended this meeting. I thank you on behalf of IUPH and on my personal behalf. This is a very, very serious matter. All of us need to be very vigilant and stand united for this matter. Many people are taking it, even including homeopathic doctors and organizations are not at all taking interest in this. Is very sad to see, but definitely IUPHs will be taking it very seriously, and we need the support from every corners of homeopathy doctors, organizations, and homeopathy well-wishers from across the world, internationally, nationally, and from Kerala. With this, thank you. Thank you. Over to Dr. Bindu Raj to wind up. Thank you.